That's a fine looking pistol. Evening Gun Nation and Big J. Hello, sir. How are you? We got 5 in the house, 1 thumbs up, and I got to get a drink. I've been waiting. Cheers, everyone. I know there's not a lot of people on here right now, but I've been thinking about this one tonight. But we'll wait till some more people jump on. Yeah, in Unit 4, that's actually a pistol that I've had for quite a while. I don't know if you've seen it, but some people have, some people haven't. They're like, oh, is that a new one? It's like, no, I've had that thing like that for probably, 2 or 3 years. It's probably not going to send the alert out for another like 54 seconds. I jumped on a little early. 7 people on, 2 thumbs up. Yeah, all the 7 that are in here, make some comments so we can get this going. Yeah, there's a message coming up that says, welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Yeah, and there's a reason I'm having to do the chat tonight, but we'll get into it here in just a second. So when other people jump on, hope everybody is doing well this evening. Hello, Sam. How are you? Hope you're having a good evening. You like gloves? Okay. Sam, gloves. Yes, Sam. I have gloves. I have a lot of gloves. Shooting gloves. Mechanic gloves. I have a bunch of gloves. We're just waiting for more people to jump on here and we will get going. Okay, Sam. Hey, we talk about guns and all kinds of stuff, but if you wear out the gloves too much, I'm gonna have to launch you. Yeah, DB, I'm having to do it tonight. I didn't get my days mixed up. I'm having to do it tonight. That's why I named it the early chat, the day early chat or whatever, because I've got tomorrow night, so work related. So we'll get into it in a minute. We'll just let everybody jump on, and there might be, not a lot of people on a Tuesday night because they weren't planned for it. Hello, Rich B. How are you? Yes, we're doing it on a Tuesday this week. Too much Grandpappy's cough medicine? Not yet. Not yet. I've got it, though. No, I have a work deal tomorrow night. I've got some of my guys flying in tomorrow. Hello, Danny. How are you? West Virginia. But yeah, I've got my guys are flying in tomorrow. So it's going to be myself and 4 others. We've got a big training we're doing. We've got an entertainment thing we're doing tomorrow night with the group. Not with just our group, but with another group that we're going to be training. So I've got, I'll be busy with that tomorrow night. So that is why we are doing it tonight, because I didn't want to just not do it at all. And I think Trigger Bar does his on Thursdays, so I didn't want to mess his up. So, yeah, entertainment. We're taking a bunch of customers to a facility, not a strip club. I don't do that. But to a facility for like activities, I don't want to give too much away because I don't want a bunch of people, if anybody's like, oh, maybe he's doing this or doing that. But anyway, it should be a fun event. There's going to be about probably a little over 40 people that are going to be there along with us. So 40 to 45 people. So should have a good time. But some of the stuff that we're going to be doing, I can't do. Or I don't want to take a chance on doing it. I don't want to do that anymore. I took a private bus to that steak place in Dallas last year. What steak place? Ruth Chris, or I mean, there's a bunch of them in Dallas. What could go wrong? Yeah. No, this isn't going to be a bus. I think everybody's driving themselves. We're all meeting there. Oh, the buffet type place. Oh yeah, like Fogo de Chao. Yeah, where you get all you can eat steak. Yeah, yeah, Fogo de Chao. Yeah, that place is pretty damn good. You can go up and get a little bit of salad and a little bit of vegetables. No, no. They have there's Fogo de Chao. There's a couple of those that keep bringing you picanha and steak and chicken and all that. Oh, Texas de Brazil. Okay, yeah, the Fogo de Chao is like Texas de Brazil. What is up, KB32? God dang, long time no see, brother. How are you? Okay, Kodo Boy is in the house. Steak 48. Never been to Steak 48. Evening all, howdy Big J, and hello Gun Nation. Hello Trigger Bar, how are you doing? Yeah, we will be having, I'm going to be taking my guys to a place tomorrow when I pick them up from the airport. I'm going to be taking them to a place they've never been before. So I think they'll get a kick out of it. For lunch. So, got to get them all fed up. Brazilian steakhouses make me eat too much. Make me eat too much. That's my fault to keep bringing it. Yeah, man, I got the meat sweats. I got like meat poisoning one time at one of those places. I ate so much freaking meat. I mean, I was like, my hands were locked up. I mean, I was sweating. It was bad. It was like 10 years ago. Yeah, it was really, really bad. Unit 4 says you're making me salivate with all this steak talk. Yep, Danny's saying KB32 and Trigger Bar in the house. Yep, we got some good big hitters in the house. I don't even like red meat. DB doesn't. Yeah. Well, I mean, they have steak, or excuse me, they have chicken, they have lamb. A lot of those places have other stuff too. But yeah, you can go and tear those places up. But like I said, I definitely had the red meat sweats. I felt horrible for like 2 hours after. And a customer took me there for lunch. And I mean, I couldn't even function, like literally for 2 hours. We were going to be going and seeing more customers. And man, I was all jacked up. It was not fun. But yeah, and just so y'all know, I don't know if y'all watched the short video I put up about 6 o'clock, but that's a gun that I've had. I've had that. Some people have asked if it was a new gun, or if I just had that one done. I know I've had that one for probably about 3 or 4 years now. That's called a stroke, yeah. KB, it is, because man, I was feeling bad. Yeah. I wasn't like grabbing my chest, and my arm wasn't, locking up or any of that, some of those kind of symptoms. It was just like, man, my arthritis, it was like my hands were locked up. It was just weird. But it eventually passed. I had to stop and get like one of those big old monster bottles of water. And it could have been a lot of salt too, who knows. I did find out some information I want to share with y'all. The new oh yeah, Break Arms, yeah. They gave me this shirt. I mean, I like all their charging handles and stuff. I've had great luck with them. I've got them on a ton of rifles. But I told y'all about the new Corvette, before, or kind of when it was coming out, the new ZR1X. There is supposedly, and it's 1,250 horsepower. There's supposedly another one that might be a little faster that they're coming out with. I asked if I could talk about it, and they were like, yeah, you could talk about it, but don't say too much. But yeah, there's supposedly another one that is going to be over 1,250 horsepower, supposedly. So I don't, I'm like, holy crap. So anybody that's in the Corvette group, or loves Corvettes, I mean, that's something. DB says, how long before Sig Sig files Chapter 11. Man, I don't know. I know they are taking a ass whooping and a well-deserved one, in my opinion. In my opinion, um, I don't know. I mean, I know that they have other rifles and other pistols, but man, that's a huge hit. Um, and from what I understand, they've got the Marine Corps reassessing the 320. So if the Marine Corps is doing it, I'm sure the Army's going to do it. I'm sure other branches are going to do it. And I'm not speaking for anyone. This is all hearsay that I'm hearing, but um, it's not looking good, but I don't know. I mean, we've been known as the guinea pigs and the beta testers for them for a long time. Kind of like Colt losing all the contracts, exactly. And that's one of the reasons CZ bought Colt was for the military contract. So I don't know. Hey, thanks, Code Boy. I appreciate you stopping by, man. I'll give you a call and we'll catch up in a couple of days. I'll give you a buzz. FBI said no. That's true. But even before that FBI deal came out, the Marine Corps was supposedly going through files and re-examining everything. So they might be dropping it. So who knows what's going on? But it's a mess. And like I said, I think they should have addressed it head on, but no, they started dodging it and saying, "Oh, it's the Surefire. It's Safari Land. It's the Keys." I mean, good Lord. Safari Lands have been on Glocks. They've been on all these other guns. They've been in all these other Safari Land holsters with no issues. We haven't heard of any of this, but it's on. Like, what the hell, man? But who knows? Hello, Lynn Holt. How are you? The world is a better place. Yeah. I'm hearing the CEO who ruined Kimber is currently running Sig. Yeah, he is. Ron, what the hell's his name? Yeah, he did interviews back a while ago, but now it looks like they're having Phil Strader being the whipping boy. They gave him an a new title, and now he's just the bastard child that's getting his head ripped off. He's got to go around and do all these little fluff pieces with these. They need to go on a real podcast and let some real people rip them apart. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're going to go on all the fluff pieces, probably give them a check. Yeah, and I think even more lawsuits are coming. But like I said, running Sig to the ground, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the hell they're going to dig out of this, but, it's not my issue. All I can say is I'm glad I got rid of mine when I did. Because if you've got SIGs now, good luck getting rid of them. Everybody and their brothers dumping them. You can always use them for safe levelers. You can use them for tire chocks so that your vehicles don't roll down the hill. You can use them for door stops, paperweights. I'm just joking. I'm just being a dick. Yeah, SIG needs to create reasonable doubt. They'll never speak on it. Yeah. But yeah, it's a mess. Like I said, I look at it this way. If you give me a fluff piece interview, that's more gaslighting. All you're doing is, you're just digging your hole deeper. If you were to come out and say, "Hey, we screwed up," which they will never do, because if they admit guilt, all those lawsuits that didn't win, they're automatically going to win. So, because they will not admit guilt, they won't do it. They're just not going to do it. A planter with a daisy sticking out of the top. Yeah, modern art. There you go. There you go. Yeah, they were rigged, DB. There's an ex-military, like some bigwig in the military that works for SIG, and he went in and padded some pockets, supposedly. Now, this is all hearsay, but that's how they got the contracts. Like I said, there was a bunch of payoffs in this deal. And I'm not just picking on SIG with that, in all of industries. I don't care if it's cars, whatever it is. there's a lot of padding going on. There's a lot of checks being passed around. I mean, pharma and all this other crap. There's a bunch of people their hands are getting greased. Man, y'all gonna fire me up. This is gonna be a pissed off chat. How about that? We're gonna get scrappy. Um, but yeah, like I said, it's I mean, this industry is nasty. All industries are nasty. I mean, if you want a contract, pay to play. I mean, that's what it is. Yeah, DB, that's probably true. He probably was involved. Man, that's even a whole nother animal. Holy crap. Man, who the hell are they paying off? Man, this is going kind of quick. I need to start bringing the bottle in here. Four says, yep, seems at first hand, Big J, follow the money. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've been in the automotive industry for a long, long time. And if you want a certain set of tires put on a car or a truck that's coming off the assembly line, lowest bid and pass a little check. I mean, that's been happening forever. So, it's nothing new. Yep. Cheers, everyone. If y'all have a nice, refreshing beverage, whether it's water or alcohol or whatever it is, please enjoy it. We got 22 people in here and only 8 thumbs up. Man, y'all pump those thumbs up. I did film later this evening. I did film like 3 or 4 shorts. I think I'm going to start throwing up some shorts, just to keep everybody, kind of going. And then also, I kind of did some of guns that I don't show very much. So hopefully y'all enjoy it. What's up, Lee? How are you doing? Hope you were doing well. But yeah, and it looks like the the CZ P10C ported is doing well. I figured a lot of people would like it. So Central PA here. That's awesome, Tom. How are you? Is it Ellen? Leela? Okay, I don't know. My buddy works for Ford Fleet Service. He was spraying 18 F-150 beds and called me saying mine down, stuck it, no charge. There you go. Yeah, like I said, I'm getting a lot of good reports and seeing a lot of good reports on the P10C ported. So I think that's cool. I think a lot of people are going to buy it and enjoy it. And I mean, it's a cool option. I like how they did heavy up the barrel. So that's cool. And it is cold hammer forged. So that's a good thing, because some of the American CZs are not cold hammer forged. So that's cool that they've done that. Kimber has a really nice giveaway going on right now. I did not see that. Yeah, it looks like Kimber's doing well. I mean, and that's good for them. They came out of the crap and, they're doing better with their 2011s. More people, they seem to be working well. And I mean, I think everybody's going to have a little bobble here and there, but I don't think they're going to be blasting each other in the leg. So, but yeah, for the price that you're paying for the P10C ported, it seems like a hell of a deal. Yeah, and I agree with you, DB. There are so many plastic fantastics Tupperwares out there. I mean, there's a ton of them. There is. But me personally, I mean, I really love the P10 family. I've got several of them personally, the older models. And I mean, they're great guns. They're very, very, very underrated. I've said that for years. So if you're looking for something different and you like striker fire guns, there you go. So, and I mean, is the other one super flippy and all that other stuff? No. I mean, I've shot the P10, I've got 2 of them, and the P10Cs are pretty flat to me. I can just imagine it ported though, and it'd even be better. So, like I said, and I've said this many, many times, if you can squeak out a little bit more, any little advantage that's going to help you, why not have it? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What's next with after the comped pistol phase? Who knows? I mean, no, at first it was comped, now it's ported, or it was comped and ported. First it was comped, then it was comped and ported, now it's comped. So, but I mean, I enjoy comp pistols. I enjoy, you know, ported pistols. I mean, I enjoy all that too. DB says, I thinned out my collection over the last 2 years, not going to start adding more vanilla. I totally get it. I totally get it. And see, that's even more reason, and this is what I've said. I've said, if you already own guns that you love and that you like, and you want to make different or better or add something to it, I mean, hell, reach out to Impact Machine. I mean, here's their logo right here. It's Impact Machine. They do milling for dots. They do ports. They do comps. They do a lot of different things. Custom milling slide work. You can use my code BJGG10. I don't make a dime off of it, but I've had 2 pistols done there, and I mean, they're amazing. They did awesome work. So, it's BJGG10. It's all capitalized, and it saves you 10% off each. Their milling, custom work, anything you want. So I'm saying you can just use your own gun and have something done different to it rather than buying another gun. If I know any Marines or vets, please send them to me to become battle buddies and such. Yeah, if y'all want to reach out to Tom, please do. Yes, and I agree with you, Armsman. The market is flooded with 2011s, polymers, comped models, dots, etc. And I mean, 2011s, good Lord. I mean, there's everybody and their brother's making a 2011. The T-Sauce, the Max, they started at 1,000. Now they're freaking $699. I mean, the 2011 market is flooded from super expensive all the way to super budget. So, yep, just carrying a gun is an advantage. I totally agree with that, DB. M&P 2.0 is a great pistol. With the Apex trigger, it's even better. Having it milled is even better. I mean, if it's not milled already, or if it's not, cut for a dot. Rich V says, I have several of the plastic wonders that for now I'm stuck with. Trade-in value is minimal. And I get that, Rich V. And if you do like those plastic wonders and you want to change them, that's what I'm saying. Get them milled, get them comped. You can do all that to guns you own now. You don't have to buy a new gun that has that. I've been customizing my guns forever. So, yep, DB says Trump slump. Yep, that's exactly what it is. And we were talking, me and a buddy of mine were talking about that the other night. I mean, everything is going down. That's what I'm saying. It's a buyer's market, not a seller's market. So if you have guns that you love, that's even more reason to fix those up versus buying a new gun, in my opinion. Tom saying, are Desert Eagles still really great? I never thought they were great personally. I've shot many of them, the 44, the 50 AE. I mean, they're kind of like a movie gun. They're not super practical. They're cool. They go bang. Some of them don't feed correctly. Yeah, they jam-o-matic, like DB just said. They jam a lot. I think the 44 is way more reliable than the 50 AE. But they're just kind of a prop gun to me. I mean, they're cool, like if you want to own one, but they don't do anything for me. And everybody's like, oh, you probably can't hold it. Yeah, I can put a paw on it, no problem. But I just, for the amount of ammo that they hold, what is it, like 8 rounds or something? And granted, they're big old honkers. I mean, that's no joke. I don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of like, meh, not a big deal. Lynn Holt says, Trump slump, let them eat cake. The firearm market is incredible and jacked around worse than oil. No, I agree. Yo, you want to talk about a business? Whew, payoffs, get in the oil business. I know many, many people in that business, with the fleet trucks and things like that. Wow, that's a business. That's definitely a business. Unit 4 says, if you already have a pistol that is optic ready, but needs a plate, could Impact Machine make it a direct mount? No, because when they cut it all off, I mean, you could check with them, but from what I understand, if it's already milled, some of them don't go deep enough, so they probably could shave some of it out, but then some of their plates, or excuse me, some of the direct mill, there wouldn't be enough lug that sticks up, that goes like in your RMR. The pins, the little, whatever you want to call them, columns. There's not enough meat there to do that to where you'll have a non-plate version that, you'd have to shave it down and it's just going to be flat and you'll have to put a plate on it. So I wouldn't mess with that. I would just have a bare slide and then send it to them. And when they mill it, they're going to make the columns or the post. I guess that's the word I'm looking for, a post. If you want an RMR or whatever acro, there's going to be enough meat there to have it direct cut. DB says a nice 45 1911 or 357 revolver is the way. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with those at all. I own both those. I like them. Gold Twin Eagle set, yeah. I've seen matching serial numbers, like the serial number, like it's an 11 and then a 12, and they've got the matching sets of guns, like a one after another. That's pretty cool. I even know two guys that paid big money. These are collector cars. I won't say the brand of the cars or what they are, because y'all will know who they are because they're in the car world. They even do YouTube, but I mean, I know them personally. They've got like number 11 off of the line, the assembly line, and they've got number 12. So they own 11 and 12, and then the other guy owns like 9 and 10. But yeah, they have two of the same cars. They are different colors though, but that's pretty cool. Almost sequential. That's what it is. Sequential serial numbers or VIN numbers on the cars, and sequential VIN serial numbers on the guns. So that's kind of cool. Tom says, I grew up with the revolvers with my dad in the 80s. I hear you there. Yep, I've shot many revolvers. I've owned many revolvers. I only have 2 revolvers currently. Not a huge revolver fan. Nothing's wrong with them. I'm just not a huge revolver fan, probably because I've shot so many of them growing up as a kid. They just don't do a lot for me. Now, there are some cool ones when they're completely tricked out or they've gone to like single action triggers. Those are cool. Or when they're all tacticaled out, like the Korths, where you've got rail for a dot and stuff. That's really cool. But would I run out and buy one? If I did buy a revolver currently, if I went out and bought a revolver, it would probably be a completely tricked out Korth. But man, they're just so damn expensive. I'm just like, okay, I'd spend $5 or $6 grand, $7 grand. Would I shoot it? No. I mean, I know myself. So, and now I'm at the age where I want to collect guns that I'm really interested in, or that I own and have them customized to pass down to my grandkids. That's the whole thing that I like to do. I don't just want to buy guns just for YouTube. I'm not chasing the next, oh, this is the Glock killer or whatever that some people do. And that's cool that they do that. I'm not hating on anybody. That's just not my gig. Trigger Bar says many of the micro guns are all the same optic footprint, RMSC, Holosun 507, 407. Yep, I agree. What's up, Turkey's Opinion? How are you? I need a bushwhacker. What the hell would I do with a bushwhacker? I got a weed eater. Is that the same thing as a bushwhacker? I'm just joking. No, I mean, a straight wall cartridge, I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I don't need one, honestly. DB says, yeah, I want a Nighthawk 1911, about 5,500. Could I afford it? Yes. Can I bring myself to do it? No. And I totally get it. I totally understand it. Nighthawk pistols are nice. If I were going to buy a Nighthawk now, I would buy a 2011. They make sweet 1911s, don't get me wrong. but I would spend a little extra coin and get a 2011 just for more capacity and for the optic and you know, the cut and all that. Tom says, do you kill hogs around your area? Yes, I do. Right up there, there's something. I think a person guessed it last week, but there is something sitting right up there, if you can see it. I don't have a light on it, but if you can see it, I have killed hogs with that one. And y'all can guess what it is. I'll tell you what my main one is. Everyone needs a bushwhacker. There you go. The Nighthawk will be my Sunday cruiser hot rod range toy, barbecue gun, wouldn't carry it. No, I get it. I get it. I've got some barbecue guns too, but I have carried them. But I've got a couple of barbecue guns that I really, really enjoy. And I do wear them when I'm out barbecuing. So A. Barnes guessed it. That one is, and he said Belk, but it is a 300 Blackout. That one's right up there. They called you the Bushmaster in high school. I wonder what that means. That's what she said. That's what she said. Yeah, I got you, A. Barnes. I knew what you were saying. But yes, that one is a 300 Blackout. That's my POF 10.5 300 Blackout. But that, I've shot hogs with it. That's not my main hog gun. My main hog gun is the 12.5 308. I would use a 22 250 or a 220 Swift. That would take care of them for sure. Yeah, I'm not real, I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I don't know a lot of the Wildcat calibers like that. I'm not saying they wouldn't work. I'm sure they would, but I don't know a lot about those, so I'm not going to sit here and say I do, Tom. You shoot your 5.7 anymore? Any issues with the rock? I haven't shot in a long time, Rich B. And hell, I'll go ahead and share it with y'all. I didn't post anything up, but I don't need to. Just ordered 400 rounds of 5.7, and it is the Fiocchi 40 grain, and this one is called the Hyper. It's kind of like the what is it? Trigger bar nose. It's kind of the Hyper Performance or whatever. It's kind of like the V Crown, or I'm sorry, not V Crown, V Max. So I just ordered 400 rounds of that. So I am going to start running that and playing with it more, and I want my wife to shoot it. She said she was excited about it, so she's going to get to check it out. But I just ordered 400 rounds of that because it was on sale at PSA. And guess what they sent me? I'll share it with y'all because it's about to go in the trash. They sent me a freaking sticker, and I hate stickers, so we will throw that in the trash right now. I just threw it in the trash. I don't like stickers. I like patches. So I'm a patch guy. No, it wasn't 400 bucks. No, I got it for $19.99 a box. And that's a hell of a deal. Hey, thanks, Gary. I appreciate you. Ooh, distinguished gentleman. Damn. Yeah, and I don't know that much about that ammo. I was just like, man, that's a good deal. It's defensive type ammo, and granted it is 5.7, but I wanted to grab some, so I asked Trigger Bar, I'm like, is this good stuff? And he said yes. He gave his blessing, so I grabbed it up. I think I had already ordered it, but I think I remember him saying it was good before, but I couldn't remember, but I had already placed the order. However, I've canceled shit with PSA before. One time they charged me a restocking fee, but whatever. No, it's not AAC, it's a Fiocchi. I have so many freaking patches Unit 4. I've got patches that would fill these walls. I'm not joking, but stickers I throw in the trash. Well, let me rephrase that. I put them in a bag, a huge freaking bag, like a monster bag. And I took them to Texas Gun Experience and gave them to all the guys. Because I'm like, do y'all want these stickers? And they're like, oh, hell yeah. And I'm like, you can have them. I just throwing them in a bag. Patches, I do like patches. Now, there's only certain patches. I do have a lot of them, but there's certain patches that I really, really like. You know, like lock grips, you know, impact machine. Matter of fact, this was the very last patch I got to peel it off their wall personally that I got. So, you know, there's only certain patches that I like and that I show, but I've got bags of patches too. I think I even gave away some patches recently to ones that I don't really, you know, care that much about. We do not have wild hogs, Tom says. We do not have wild hogs up here. Yeah, we have a shitload of them. Yep, hogs are vermin here, and you can hunt them 24/7, 365 days a year, whatever you want to do. UE7, how are you, sir? Long time no see. He says, hey, Big J, the 30-minute runtime on the TLR7 HLX makes me nervous. Doesn't that seem too short? What are your thoughts on this for CCW? Here's the thing. You're not going to be sitting there holding a light for 30 minutes. Now, if you're doing training, like a training class, then yeah, you know, you could, and that's the good thing about it. You can unscrew the front, pop a new battery in it, screw it back on. You can get extra batteries, you know, for the rechargeable, not that big of a deal. So you can carry them in your bag or in your Lynx Defense box. I've got a video on it. So you can have them four of them at the ready. And they last longer than 30 minutes. I ran mine, just turned it on, left it in the backyard where I'm sitting in my office. I can see straight out on my fence. It was a rechargeable, so it was max. You know, that sucker was hot. When I went out there, I had it on the little tripod. I've got a tripod over here and I had it locked in there. It was hot. It was very hot. But it went longer than 30 minutes. Now, was it like an hour? No. I think it was maybe like a little over 40 something minutes. I timed it, but honestly, I forgot what it was. But when it shut off and I saw it go off, I looked at my thing and I want to say it was like 42 minutes, 43 minutes, something like that. You know, so you could unscrew it on a hot light, stick another battery in it, screw it back on, and boom, it's going to come right back on. So, you know, you're not going to be shooting straight for 30 minutes. You're going to shoot, you know, multiple mags and then turn it off, probably let it cool, throw a new battery in it, whatever. For CCW, that does not bother me. That light is my favorite small light. The TLR7H, what is it, the HLX or whatever. That is my favorite small light. That thing is freaking bright as shit. I love that light for a small light. And a very narrow footprint, 1,000 lumens. I forget the candela right off the top of my head. I've got videos on it, but it is a fantastic light. So no, it does not scare me. I carry it on many guns. I've got it on my Glock 19X. I've got it on my Shadow 2. They sent me one. I think I ended up buying 2 more because I liked it so much. I didn't ask them to send me more. I just bought them on my own. I don't even know if they would send me more. But I will tell you, this new, and I've got a video on it, this new Streamlight, the TLR1 HP, that thing is freaking legit. I mean, it smokes. It literally smokes my Surefire X300 Turbo. It smokes it. I'm like so impressed with that light. The bad thing is I've got a lot of holsters that are made for the X300. So I've gotten with Armsman and he is gonna make one for me for the HP with the longer bezel. So I'm excited about that. So I'll start running that. Just so y'all know, when I get cranked up, which is probably gonna be here in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna start going to the range. I'm gonna bring my range belt, my battle belt setup, so to say. I'm gonna start drawing from the holster more. I'm gonna start practicing that, mag changes. I'm gonna start doing all of that at the range because I can. They will allow me to. Shoot fast, dump mags. I'm really gonna get back into that. I did lax many years from that. I haven't shot competition, USPSA, in forever. Not that I was super fast. I'm not claiming any of that. I was not a record breaker by any means. I was probably middle to low pack, so not saying I'm anything special, because I'm not. Don't claim to be a guy. But I am really going to start cranking up the battle belt. I've got another battle belt from Blue Alpha Gear with the whole setup, so I'm going to trick it out, test that belt. So that will be going to the range with me, um, with some of the guns. So I'm really going to start running some stuff, not playing around. It could even be I just set up the camera, I ignore it, I don't even talk, and I just shoot. So that's coming, just letting you know. Maverick, I can only have airsoft. I don't, real guns are scary. Uh, Gary says I hunt wild frogs, but they can be dangerous at times. Damn. I had a buddy of mine that did, what was it? Archery with a small bow, and you can reel the frogs in. He did bullfrogs in Louisiana. That was pretty cool. I've never personally done that. Rich B says wild hogs make good pork chops, or no. Here's the thing: depending on where the wild hogs are and what they're drinking and they're eating, they can be foul as shit and taste like ass, or they can be good. I've hunted hog in Florida that was living on orange groves. They were awesome and amazing because they were eating oranges, and some are eating shit and sewer and they tasted like shit. So it really depends. We've donated a lot of meat in the past. Tom, I do not have an email list or a website. So I have an email, but it's you can look in the personal deal. It's in there. But yeah, I like the TLR7HLX. That's my favorite small light, Huey. But yeah, I'm all about the airsoft Maverick. Real guns are scary. What's up, Ball and Curious? How are you, man? DB says I need to have a fire sale, holsters, lights, dots, crazy Eddie, everything must go. DB, I've given away some stuff to subscribers, and I'm going to be giving away more. So let's just kill that. Don't pussify it. Let's just drink it and be done with it. My office, just so y'all know, I'm going to be redoing it. I really want to change stuff around in here a lot. I'm going to have my wife paint it, custom paint it. She's going to do a tricked out finish for me. Shark, what I'm going to do yet, but she's going to texture the walls for me. She's an artist. She's pretty badass. She's interior. That's what she does. If you saw the rest of the house, she'd be like, holy crap. Yeah, she knows what she's doing. So I'm going to be totally revamping these. I've got some badass chairs, like some super, really badass wingbacks that are custom. So I'm going to be bringing those in here to kind of set it up like a little, what I want is kind of like a desk where I can work, but I want to kind of set it up like a seating area. So I'm going to move out some safes and do some different things because I do have a few safes in here and I don't show them. But I'm going to be cleaning out, and right back there, y'all can probably see the big black thing. Those are bins. They have dots. They have all kinds of AR parts. They're just full of parts. So I'm going to be going through that, getting a lot of that shit out of there, probably donating a lot of it, giving it away to y'all and to other people, probably dominantly subscribers. So get ready. I'm not joking around. I'm going to be going through that shit and getting rid of so much crap. And I'm not saying it's crap, it's actually good stuff, but I just want it gone. So that is going to be happening. It's not going to happen in a day, so don't get that wrong. Don't get that twisted. But I want to pull everything out of here, have her redo the whole room, trick it out the way I want it, and it's going to look cool. And I'm going to set up kind of like a little area, a seating area where we can do some whiskey reviews. I've got some really good whiskeys, and I want to kind of, not just do all gun things like I've talked about before. I want to do some other things. Now we might have a gun sitting there, to talk about. But, I want to do some whiskey reviews too. Tell you what I like, what I don't like, what it tastes like, hints of what I'm getting, stuff like that. So I did for Father's Day, I got 2 really good bottles of whiskey. So we will talk about those. If y'all are interested, that's cool. But I think I'll have a gun in those videos as well. So there you go. But that's what I want to do. Bald and Curious says I need a Sig 365 slide. Needs to be dot ready. Anybody? Shit, they're probably giving those away. Bald. I saw them online at PSA for like $4.99. $4.99 doll hairs. DB says, tell me where to donate for an RMR cut, sir. You can go to Impact Machine. They do tons of them. BJGG will save you 10%. I don't make anything, but it helps the company. Colin says, Big J, do you... I don't know what you mean by that, but I do what I want to do. I'm a grown-ass man. Tom says, I'll send you my home mailing address for you, bro. Yeah, I'm going to be giving away a bunch of stuff. Bald and Curse said, I love to do whiskey reviews, but haven't had a drink in 2 years, and all that shit smells and tastes like paint thinner now. Yeah. No, I get it. I understand, Bald. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't indulge and get stupid. I just have a drink like maybe once or twice a week. But I do enjoy a good whiskey, and it doesn't have to be a high-end whiskey. There's some low-end or some less priced whiskey that I actually really enjoy, and it doesn't break the bank. So I just want to talk about what I enjoy and maybe experience a few. I used to have, like I said in the past, I used to have a ton of whiskey, like probably a couple hundred bottles. It was stupid. In the front room, if y'all ever see me do reviews from the front room, I used to have them stacked. I donated that stuff to buddies and just got rid of it because I was just like, this is getting crazy. So, excuse me. I just want to, DB says, gotta walk the dog. 4 a.m. comes fast. Hey, good night, man. I appreciate you. But, there's nothing wrong with water and Gatorade. Be good, DB. Now we'll go to the water. Yep, all about saving some money. Yeah, BJ for Armsman, it's BJGG10. That'll save you 10% off. Of any holster that you want and get you free shipping. So that's nice. I don't make anything off that, but that benefits y'all. And if I work to get y'all a code, it doesn't mean I'm going to make any money. I just ask people, hey, can you give them a code? Not pay me, just give them a code so they could save some money. And they're like, yeah. So I've got that with Impact Machine. I've got that with Armsman. Now, if I needed a holster, would Armsman hook me up? Yeah, he would. So like I said, I want to cut companies that I really, really like and that treat me well and I like their products, I will recommend. If I don't like their products, you probably won't hear a peep from me as far as asking for a discount code. Also, I wanted to show you this. I did have a company reach out. This is Vector Optics. Did get one of their dots. They've been beating me up forever about, hey, we want to send you a dot. A really nice dot. I'm pretty surprised. It is an macro footprint. I did put it on a mount. I don't know what gun I'm going to put it on yet, but I am going to put this on a gun and start testing it. But so far, I really like the dot, and it gets super bright. I was actually really impressed. I mean, this thing is like really bright. See if we can get you a picture of it so you can see how bright this sucker is. I don't think the camera's going to pick. Oh, there it goes. I mean, this thing is like bright. So I'm actually very impressed with this dot. I mean, the clicks, I've already tested it. Now y'all are going to get the first. I'm just going to kind of give it away, I guess. The clicks are super audible and tactile. I mean, it's like click, click, click. They're really good and inset, so there's no issues with that. They did send me the little, this little pedestal because I asked for it. It's not tall enough for me, but I think it's kind of cool. So, and I've got the little plate where it goes from an RMR to an acro, so it would raise it up a little bit. But I've got a gun I'm gonna put it on, and I figured I would try it on a PDW as well. But the dot is very crisp, even with my dual astigmatisms. So I was like, that's not bad. Some of them are kind of blurry. This one's not. So I'm like, I'm kind of digging this. It seems very robust. Now I don't have any long term. I haven't thrown it around yet. The funny thing is, it did not come with a freaking battery. Now I've got tons of 2032 batteries. That's what it takes. So I threw a battery in it, but I'm like, why didn't you put one in the box? Because that's one knock on it, I guess, if you want to say it. Because I'm like, a lot of people who buy these want to take them out. If they're buying the plate, they want to put them on the gun and have them ready. Some people don't have batteries. I have tons of them because I run a shitload of dots. But if this is a first-time dot buyer, why do you not send a battery? Now, granted, some of those batteries are hardcore shit. They're junk. But, some will at least put a freaking battery in it. So, I'm actually kind of impressed with that dot so far. I haven't shot it, I haven't put it on anything, so I don't know that. But I like, I like that. So far, kind of liking it. Haven't shot it, haven't put it through the paces yet. So don't say that's a good review, because that's not a review. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing so far. And it does come with a really cool tool. It looks like an AR-15. It's all stretched out. It's got like a screwdriver on the end to take the dot off. It's got like a little clicker on the end, a Torx. That is bad to adjust it, because you've got to have their tool or a Torx bit to adjust it on the range, which I wish it wasn't. But so far, I'm kind of liking it. So that's from Vector Optics. Again, and here's the thing. They reached out, hey, we want to send you this. We want you to test this. We want to give you a code. We want to do all this shit. And I said, no. You're not going to give me a code. I'm not going to tell everybody, hey, go buy one, when I haven't tested it, because I haven't tested it. That's some companies reach out, we want to give you this, we want to tell you this, so your people will buy it. I'm like, I don't know if your stuff is shit or if it's good. I mean, no, I don't want a code. I don't want a code yet. If I like it and it works and it goes through the testing that I'm going to do, then if you want to give a code, that's cool. I'll share it. But I don't just do that right off the bat. I tell a lot of people that. I have to have a relationship with you and make sure your shit's good. That's why when you get a code from me, it's companies that I know are good. Bald says, I can't buy crap right now. Broke as a teenager. Need to sell the house. No, I understand, brother. Totally understand. Tom says, my Marine bro has a site, border town. Let's see here. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if there's anything you're interested in, I've got tons of reviews on lock grips. I love lock grips. I've been using them for, I was with lock grips when the owner was the only employee. That's how long I've been with them. Now I think they have 11 or 12 employees. So if you want lock grips or a stand or anything like that, use my code. It's BJGG10. That saves you 10% off anything. Stands, hats, grips, whatever you want. There's that. Impact Machine. I've had 2 guns with them. May have something else coming that I'm working with them on. I'm not going to say what it is, but hopefully that will be soon. But they already have it. I'll just let you know. They're going to do it. They're going to be doing it. It's Impact Machine. They've got one of my guns now. But please don't call them and beat them up and ask them. That's happened already. They told me, Big J, man, these people are reaching out to us, seeing if you've got a gun here. I have a gun there. So do not reach out to them and ask them what it's about or what I'm doing or which gun. Please don't. Let it be a surprise for everyone. And also, the owner, has been told not to say a word to anybody that calls, because apparently people have been calling. So don't do that. Don't be that guy. But I think y'all will be excited about that, and I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be badass. Something different, something unique that I haven't done yet that a lot of people have asked me about. So I decided to do it, or a version of it. So we'll just leave it at that. But yes, I'm going to be going through a lot of stuff in here, getting rid of a lot of stuff. I'm going to get rid of a lot of cool stuff. I'm even going to get rid of my antique banks. And these are true antiques. I'm just going to get rid of stuff. I'm tired of it. I want to dump a lot of it. So y'all will be getting it. So there you go. Impact gun. I don't know what he's talking about. What do you think about the Sig 320 trigger mechanism? I think it's shit. I've owned plenty of Sigs. I don't recommend them. Well, I don't recommend their 320 line. Their 226, 229s, metal guns, no problem. I've owned them as well. No problem there. Turkey's Opinion said, I've been testing CZ Life Wolf for like 6 months. Laugh out loud, about 7 different guns. Still need to do an actual review. Yeah, and I mean, I've done that with a lot of dots. There's dots, I mean, hell, I still have dots that I haven't done reviews on. And they'll reach out, hey, you got a review? I'm like, nope, still testing it. Because I just want to make sure that, you know, you like it. I mean, that it lasts. Gary, they are Torx. You have to use a Torx bit. It is a Torx. Yeah, they're not Torx screws, but yes, Torx bolts. What do you want me to say? Pop Doctor says, locks are magic. Yes, they are. Been using them for a long, long time, like 9 years, I think. Matter of fact, I'm the guy that was telling Locke, you got to make more aggressive grips. And they were like, nobody will buy them. And I'm like, bullshit, people will buy them. Make the lock jaws. I want DNA takers. And they were like, really? And I'm like, yes, people will buy them. And sure enough, they did, and people buy them. Matter of fact, I've got 2 more sets down there that I will be going over. But yes, I'm in the G10. I like the, what are they? The super aggressive golf ball texture. I can't remember the bogeys. Those are my favorite in the some people like the Veloces. I'm not a Veloce guy. I'm not saying they're bad. They're not bad. They're actually great grips, but I like them more aggressive. So I always get the, golf ball texture, the ones I just said. So that's the ones I like. And then I like their lock jaws. Because I like super aggressive. If I can't leave DNA on it, I don't want it. So I like them where they make your hand. Let's see here. The Glocks are great for reliability, but I just dislike Glocks. They're, in my opinion, for men with no skill in their shooting range. Glocks work, man. I am not a Glock guy. I own 2 Glocks. They work great. No problems, no issues. However, I have made those Glocks my own. Both of them have been customized completely. They're not stock. I do not like stock Glocks. So there you go. Pop Doctor says, I appendix carry with the G10 bogeys, no issues with my stomach. Yes, I appendix carry as well, even when I'm fat. And just so you know, not making excuses, but since I've been on these blood thinners, I have gained weight. And I'm pissed off about it. So I'm going to go on a good diet too and get that shit squared away. Get back to my girlish figure. So yeah, but yes, I appendix carry as well. And, you know, so yes, I use the bogeys. I use the lock jaws. And if you have a great holster and a great gun belt, your holster is not going to be flopping all around because you have a great holster and a great gun belt. So that's not an issue when people are like, oh man, it rubs me raw. I'm like, get a better holster, get a better gun belt. Don't use your dress belt that you wear to your 9 to 5. Those suck. Rabbi said I had to check the date. Happy Tuesday. Yes, and I'm doing it today because I can't do it tomorrow. I've got a customer event that I'm doing, and I will be with them, with those goons tearing up shit. So we're gonna have a good time. Yeah, I just, like I said, I've been eating crap, and with the, blood thinners, it does not help. It does create weight gain. Not making excuses, but I don't want to be a fat ass. So we're gonna get that under control and stop eating crap. And I don't think I'm going to get rid of. I won't get off the blood thinners immediately. Still, unfortunately. So gonna have to adapt and change the diet. Quit eating crap. Yes, I do own revolvers. I have 2 of them. Yes, I do. Yeah, calisthenics are awesome. Like I said, I still can't walk perfectly. I'm not making excuses. I need to control it and eat better and not eat crap. Just being honest with you, I eat crap. So I can control it with diet and not eat crap or a bunch of processed foods like I have been, and get some stuff squared away. Man, Maverick, I just can't own any real guns. Guns are bad. Maverick, you jackass. I own a bunch of real guns. Airsoft is for pussies. I'm joking. I did some airsoft stuff. I had companies reach out to me and say, hey, we want to send you airsoft stuff. So I tried it. Nobody wanted it on my channel, so I ended up giving them away. Not saying anything's wrong with airsoft. I'm not trying to hate on anybody. I even went to an airsoft event. I thought it was a lot of fun. Dentist tomorrow would rather shoot myself in the foot with a stick. Yeah. Rabbi says, I jacked up my shoulder chipping balls. Oh, man. That's not good. That's not good at all. I have been to Pennsylvania one time. Hershey. I think I went to Hershey. It's been a long, long time, though. I haven't been any time recently. Yeah, I was going to say, get the 320. You'll have fun with that. Jay, have you ever used Ford's Customs to refinish any of your guns? I have not. Sent in a P210-2 for a deep bluing, small part accents, and wondering what to expect. I have not used them, sir. I do not know. If y'all know me, I don't speak out of my ass. If I haven't used something, I will tell you I have not used something. Full auto BB gun is fun, like the ones I played with at GunCon. Oh, they do look cool. Yeah, I've seen those. Let's see here. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be cleaning out a lot of stuff. I'm going to be boxing it up, and it could be maybe if you're local, hey, come pick it up. If you're not, maybe send it out. I'm just going to get it all in boxes and been like, hey, I don't want this. I don't need this. It'll probably be a lot of AR parts because I have a lot of it. It's going to be some dots, just letting you know, not that anything's wrong with them. It's just, I can't use every, I get a lot of dots sent in, so I'm going to be giving some away for AR-15s and pistols. So it might not be the exact one you might want, but I'm going to start, and it's probably going to be where I do a live stream and I say, I write down a number and fold it up or whatever and say, hey, give me a number between 1 and whatever, 50 or whatever. And if you guess the number or you're closest to it, you'll win it. And you need to email me your address and I'll send it out to you. I'm going to start doing some stuff like that. I'm probably going to be giving away some knives. If you're a subscriber, I'm not just going to give them away to a bunch of, giveaway whores. And I'm just going to say that because I don't like that. But I've got a bunch of knives here. Be giving away. So there's those. But anyway, I just need to make room for a lot of stuff. And I've got a bunch of stuff that I need to give away and get rid of. So that's going to be happening. So if you, want to win something, subscribe. If you're a, follower currently, but I'm not going to post anything saying, hey, I'm doing a giveaway, because that brings in all the giveaway horrors, and that's not what I'm about. I want dedicated people to win stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. It could be out of the blue, and you could win an knife or something, or a dot, or whatever it might be. I think I'm just going to go that route, because I am not going to give away to a bunch of people just trying to win a giveaway and then unsubscribe or aren't dedicated to you. And I've got a lot of dedicated hardcore followers. So I want y'all to win. So that's the way we're going to do it. But, give me a little time. It's not going to happen overnight. But I just told my wife this past weekend, I'm like, I want to redo the room. I want to move safes. I want to do that kind of shit. So I'll probably bring in some buddies to move stuff around, because I can't do it at this current moment. But stuff's going to get out of this room, and I'm going to set it up kind of cool the way I want to do it. And over there, where that thing is, we're probably going to have some really nice chairs and end tables and lights and stuff like that. Maybe we can do some whiskey reviews and maybe some gun reviews. Sitting in some badass recliners, or not recliners, badass wingbacks that I have. I just want to change some shit up. I'm just tired of it being the way it is. So, no problem, Armsman. I appreciate you, buddy. And if you need a great holster, check out the Armsman. He's right there. And you can use my code BJGG10. That'll save you 10% off and free shipping. So there you go. Tom likes blades. That's cool. Hell, if you're a gun guy, you like blades. I mean, I carry a knife every day. But Rabbi, man, he's still trying. Box up that 97B and I'll pick it up Thursday. Man, that 97B, man, I love that gun. I just don't think it can happen. Thanks, Rabbi. I appreciate you, buddy. But, yeah, no, I appreciate y'all all being on. But we will get some giveaways going. And like I said, it is not going to be announced. It's only going to be for y'all. So I do not want... Man, I did that one time. I think I did like a 3,000 subscriber giveaway. And oh my God, it was a nightmare. So I'm not going to mess with that shit again. It's just going to be like, hey, you're on a chat. That's the way it's going to end up. So that's the way I want to do it. Armsman says, here for the giveaway. Hell, I'm going to send you some stuff. I'll just box some stuff up and send it to your ass. I'd already planned to do that anyway, Armsman. Bald and Curious says, hey, I need a red dot for a new AR. Well, Bald, I could probably hook you up. You know, like I said, y'all have been loyal subscribers, and hell, Bald's a friend, Armsman's a friend, you know, so like I said, I'll do what I can do. Don't worry about that. We'll get y'all fixed up. But I appreciate y'all so much. It is 8:07. We'll go ahead and shut this down. But yeah, we got 18 people on right now, 21 likes. So that's not bad. I appreciate y'all so much. Yeah. And again, if you're wondering why this is a Tuesday chat, I always do them on Wednesday. But I have an event that I have to do tomorrow night. I've got about 45 people. If you didn't hear before, got 45 people that I'm going to be doing an event for. And I want to be there, and I want to be talking to them, and talking business and stuff like that. So that is why we're doing the chat tonight, in case you're curious. And there is a couple of new vehicles coming out that maybe I can talk about coming up, other than the new Corvette, or the newer Corvette. Armsman says, I need an MPA. They're great guns, man. They're great guns. Tom says, I will email you, Big J. I always support you, bro. I appreciate it, Tom. But anyway, y'all, hope y'all have a great night. And as we're saying now, please, and I'm not just saying this, reach out to friends and family that you have not spoken to and maybe need to hear from you. Maybe need that little push. Hey, I'm here for you, brother. You need to talk. Reach out to them, man. There's some people hurting, people going through some crazy stuff right now. So reach out to them. Let them know you love them. Let them know you're there for them. Because people can, they need that right now. There's just weird shit happening right now. Other than the Epstein files. So we won't get into that. But like I said, there's a lot of personal stuff happening with people right now. Reach out to them. I've even got a situation with a close family member, my mother. So we're going to be hoping that that works out well this week or this coming week. Or no, it's this week. I'm sorry. If you want to throw some prayers, please do. My mom's going to be having a surgery on Friday. So I'm hoping everything comes out all right. But anyway, I appreciate y'all so much. If y'all have any questions, comments, anything afterwards, please, leave a comment. I'll definitely answer it. I appreciate y'all all being on. Also, the Pop Doctor, he's got a channel too, so please go over and check him out. So he does like a little, he does a little story, which is cool. So go over and check him out. Check out everybody. There's a lot of people in here that have channels. Also, Press the Armsman in starting a YouTube channel for his holster company. He's got to get some videos up. We got to get some videos out of him. So everybody go over and nudge the Armsman to start his holster videos on his channel. That would be a cool thing because he makes great holsters. So go over and nudge him and say, make some videos, brother. Even if they're not perfect, just throw some videos up so people can see what he makes, because he makes some badass shit. I've got some of his holsters. Y'all have seen pictures of them. And he makes cool holsters, man. Outside waistband, inside waistband. He says it's coming. I see that right there. He said, it's coming. Okay. We're going to push him. So, but I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all have a wonderful evening. And remember, an unarmed nation is a very weak nation. An unarmed nation is a very weak nation. So we all got to carry on. Thanks, everyone. Y'all have a great evening. Stay safe out there and take care of one another.